Hi guys, how are you today? It's Friday, and we are doing our regular AMA, which we will be doing for years to come, even after. Okay, I wanted to say even after the nuclear holocaust, but okay, no, it won't happen. So basically, nothing changes, and we keep to our plan. The structure of this AMA is very simple: a review of the last week, your questions, and what's going to happen next week. So basically, what I want to say now. So we started Power DAO campaign in the Mother DAO. So it's going to be like a campaign in several stages. First stage is the promotion of the Mother DAO, the main DAO of the platform. And we are trying to bring more people there. And we're trying to explain to them that they can participate in the governance process on Waves and maybe beyond. And it makes sense for them because this is something that basically pays them. So if you participate in governance in the Mother DAO, if you vote for governance proposals, no matter what they are actually, you just have to vote. It doesn't matter how you vote. You just need to vote. You get staking interest, which is very high now. It's in hundreds percent now because not so many people participate. It means that not so much power is staked. So if you stake it now, you get a very high APY. And if you don't vote, if you do stake it, and if you don't vote, you're slashed. So your APY is taken from you. So we want to grow this community. We want to have more people in Waves. We want to build. It's like not really like focused exactly on Waves. It should be pretty agnostic. Waves is just a very nice technical layer for this. We want to grow this Mother DAO, and we want to make it big. We want to have a lot of people there. We want those people to make decisions for them. And the next stage of the Power campaign will be promotion of Power token itself. And there's going to be treasury in the Mother DAO, and the goal of Mother DAO will be helping child DAOs function, resolving their problems, but also the value in the participation will also lie in the fact that Power tokens should grow in value, basically. Yeah. So the goal of Mother DAO will be another goal, like the second goal, the growth of Power treasury and the growth of Power token. So it's a very simple idea. People get together, they pool some funds, and they increase them, through governance, not through like giving them to somebody, as it happens now. You buy something and you just wait till it goes up, and it shouldn't work like that. You have to be actively involved in the process. And that's what we want to do. We want to create this mechanism for people to get together, pool funds, and grow them. And Mother DAO will be this vehicle to do that. Because there is utility in Power token, it is used in child DAOs, and basically the goal of Mother DAO will be promotion of this utility and the growth of Mother DAO treasury. But this is the second stage. Now we started the first stage, and I ask for retweets, basically, guys. Please retweet. You get 0.01 power, which is around $3 for a retweet. But I don't know how much your retweet costs because it's so easy to just click a retweet button. So please do it and get some power and stake it and participate in Mother DAO. Yes. So what else is happening? So this started today. Also, we have what I'd like to maybe draw your attention to. We are having this IDO campaign on WX. This is the first IDO on WX. Basically, it's pretty simple. It's done without any kind of complications. It's very simple. There is several sell orders in WX / SBT pair, and you can just buy. It's called usually Dutch auction, this scheme. And Stake Booster is a very nice project of some like old Waves people who kind of like came back to Waves. And basically, if you know Curve and if you know Convex, this is exactly the same. So there is like locking mechanism in WX, which locks your tokens for up to 4 years, which is kind of like steep, maybe, yeah? The same as in Curve. But you can actually have the benefits of locking those tokens without locking them, going through Stake Booster. It's called liquid staking. Basically, Stake Booster locks your token, locks WX for you, and you can boost your pools or deposit your liquidity through Stake Booster without locking WX. So it's very natural to have this project as the first IDO project on WX. And I will support it. I think I will support it with 1 million WX. This is like an official announcement. And those tokens will be used to boost WX pools, basically. Yeah, I will transfer it to WX guys, and they will just boost their pools. I mean, WX / Waves pool, for example. So participate. I think it's important if WX is going to define in future. Stake Booster is going to do even better. Everybody cares about the price. I posted this. Compare the price of Curve token to the price of Convex token, and you will see, because there is like, it's more liquid, so it's more valuable. Has Stake Booster been audited? I think yes. We have a great guy. You should ask Phil, I guess. But there is an amazing guy in Waves ecosystem, Dmitry. I don't know if you know him, and I think he's one of the best researchers in the world. And he audits a lot of projects actually, and he's really awesome. Let me speak from my heart. Yeah, it's a very old Russian joke. You should take a look at it. Okay, what else? I have my notes. I sorry for being late. I kind of like had an idea and I had to work it out a bit. But I just dropped it because I couldn't. But some ideas come to me sometimes. I have my moments, Okay, so yes, okay, so yeah, people are asking about buyback, why some of XTN, which is going to L2MP and is burned, why is it going, why is not burnt immediately? The reason is there is another way to burn XTN. This is through swaps, basically. It has a drawback. It kind of like depletes the treasury. So it basically, what happens? It takes waves from the treasury and it buys XTN with waves, and it repeats the process, rinse and repeat, basically. Yeah. So and it's awesome. It's good. It kind of like very nice. If not for this fact that it depletes the treasury. But there is also another problem. There is like spread between market price of XTN and smart contract price. So this like rinse and repeat process loses money. So on each new cycle, you get a little less XTN, not a little, but like considerably. So part of that, like, it has to be taken from somewhere. And it can be taken from this like contract. And it's not like, it doesn't change. It's a very technical thing, basically, because that XTN is not going into the market. It just like goes directly into the contract, and basically it takes waves out of the contract. and that Waves is used to buy XTN again and do this like infamous rinse and repeat process. So, and to keep it up, we need to have that like spread. It can be done also in other ways, because there is not only Waves in the treasury, also WX in the neutrino treasury. And if, for example, if WX price goes up, the spread will close. But like we have to work on that. So that's why it works the way it works now. And we will keep this process alive through this. It's not going to happen like forever, because the treasury value goes down. So we have to come up with something else. But it's a good like bootstrapping process for growing the value of XTN. And of course, it has to be like followed up by other ideas. And we are working on it. But it's going to last for quite some time, I guess, for weeks at least. Okay, so what else? Let me check. New DAOs. No, new DAOs. Yeah, so there's going to be maybe some, like maybe at the end of AMA, I think there's going to be some proposal for the neutrino DAO next week. It's kind of finalized. I'm discussing it with the guys. So, but it's too early to announce. Some ideas around WX, but let me work on them a little bit more. And there is some nice activity in community, actually. Yeah, so I would like to draw your attention to a couple things that I saw in the community. One is there is some team from very old Waves people, Spanish, I guess, who are launching binaries, binaries market. When you bet on the price going up or down. And it's on testnet, and it was a nice surprise. Wolf of Waves. Actually, I remember the guy from years back. I haven't seen him around, and it was nice to see him again. Very nice community activity. Also, there is an activity in the Russian free chat community. They're launching their own DAO. And there's a guy called Toxic who is leading the process. And they have my full support. So that's it. Yeah, now to questions. And in the end, maybe I'll come up with some plans for the next week. Look at the people flooding into the power group. Cool, cool. I think Twitter has some problem. I can see it's not that Waves is having issues. I think, and there is not much activity on Twitter. Twitter has some issues, I guess, because I guess Elon manually approves upgrades or downgrades accounts now. He just, because when you log into Twitter, you have some crazy shit in front of you. Some crazy, I can see like only right-wing crazy accounts of some like crazy American motherfuckers. I don't have any other word for that. And I'm not like following them. It's just, but somehow Twitter thinks that I'm interested in this shit. No, I'm not. So, but this is how Twitter works. Twitter is kind of like, it's not dying. I think it's gonna do pretty fine, but it will become something worse than Facebook, I guess. Okay. WX network is down. Why? I don't know. Why? What happened? Okay, somebody will let me check. What's with WX? Don't. No, it's all good, guys. Don't bullshit me. Okay, questions. How and where can I apply for free ads on WX and Waves? Reach out to them. Ask for Stake Booster. Basically, I know the guy. And he messaged me. I messaged WX guys, and that's it. They didn't pay anything. They're like old Waves people. And I know them. So, but if you do the same, probably you will have the same. Maybe somebody will have to pay eventually. But this is the first IDO, and okay, and that was for free, basically. And as I said, I will support it, and kind of like WX will support it. I would say I kind of like represent WX, and in such capacity, I will support them. WX network is down. No, it's working for me, guys. Wait. No, I can open it. Something is wrong, maybe with the routing or something. I don't know. Any plans for marketing DAO? White Rabbit. Hi, what we can accept? Yeah, so now we have to do a power promotion. And this month is devoted to this. We need to make some like massive campaign, massive, considering the resources that we have and the fact that Twitter is not allowing to do anything. But we will do our best. So for this month, we have power campaign, and maybe for the next month as well. There's also several projects coming to the marketing team. So there's going to be another revenue stream. I think Extend Burn came for some help, if not mistaken. Or maybe I'm mistaken. You should correct me. Several projects. So this model, when projects deposit their tokens into the marketing treasury, and people who support marketing treasury with deposits that are used for operational costs, for covering operational costs, and those people get those like tokens from the projects, it will work. Yeah, so it will probably work pretty soon, actually. Because the first round was for power, not this model. People who deposited in the treasury, they just got power tokens with a discount. So this model that was like the basic model for marketing DAO will be turned on from the second month, I guess. Binaries. Yeah, guys, you can message me, and you message me. Maybe I didn't see your message. Message me again, and I will connect you to the girls. There's no guys there, so the girls. Oh, Irish friend. Don't know your name, but will the XTN selling rate to pay the salaries per month exceed the buyback rate for XTN? No. Of course no. This is like we don't have that much XTN. There is some left from IDO on WX, and they are selling it at the moment because I can't borrow any more funds on Puzzle. I need to wait till there is more liquidity there. So WX has to sell some XTN slowly to pay the salaries, and I will be doing this, guys. And nothing's gonna change because we have like the very core people in Waves right now. All the people who like were probably not meant to be in Waves, they left. We have like core people, people who will stay till the end. So nothing gonna change, and no projects will be phased out. And this is like a matter of principle. It's not a matter of like money, like vanity or whatever. Like it's a matter of principle. Nothing's gonna change, and it will only grow. What's happening with Ride on Waves page? Let me ask. Strange. No, it's okay for me, guys. Are you trolling me or not? Oh, wait. No, it's really not working. I don't know. Let me ask. Yeah, I asked. Let's just wait for the answer. Yeah. It stopped loading for me as well. Let me check. Yeah, no, it's like loading, but in a weird way, I would say. Something is wrong. Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah. The guy's confirmed that something seems to be not right. Okay, but everything's gonna be fine in a bit, as usually. Maybe you move to the new provider, not new provider, to Hetzner from Amazon, because Amazon is crazy, I would say. Amazon costs are mad. Let me not. They have a cool service though, so probably this is the same as like Apple. I have iPhone. What can I do? Because it's good actually. So Amazon service is not bad, but it's too costly. So we have to move to Hetzner, and Hetzner sometimes has some issues. Hetzner is a German provider, and it's pretty cheap and decent, but okay. Let's wait. Ask me more questions meanwhile. Don't be shy. Whirlpool. Yeah. I know this is your project, actually, man. So Vladimir messaged me about it. I think it's good. There is some forum post from you, I guess. Yeah, full support. Just launch it, and we'll try to help you, of course, because it's interesting. There is some liquidity issue in Puzzle now, because not so much liquidity in Puzzle, and I borrowed most of it. And people are kind of squeamish. They're like, what the fuck is going on? Yeah, but I'm not borrowing anymore. So rest assured that everything is fine. Yes, somebody I keep strolling here with the rest assured phrase. Yeah. Okay. There is something that costs shouldn't be cut. Amazon is too much, just too much, man. It's like I don't understand. It's like no. In the ETA WX team will join in with DAO. So I'm thinking about different scenarios now. Give me some time, guys. Let's start with Neutrino. And we need some source of revenue for WX, because there is buyback of WXG, the fees are low, and there is a need to finance the team. So I'm thinking hard and trying to, as I've told you before, trying to find some money, and stuff like that. So, and it has to be done in such a way that it will resolve the problem, not just postpone the resolution until some bright day in future. When we will execute sex nodes from Waze DAO, why don't you come up with proposal? You need some help with coding, I guess. You reach out to me or to me, and there is some coding to be done for this, but you can post this proposal. Enjoy APY, yeah, absolutely. And there is so many problems with lending protocols on this theoretical level, and I'm discussing them with Vladimir. We have a few ideas actually. I think Vladimir will implement some of them because nobody cares in Ethereum about this. But it's kind of like I don't like how they work in general. There is a few ideas that can actually improve the security. Power chat hack. What happened? Something is happening. I can feel something is happening. Like I can feel some like vibes. Some like something is happening. Yeah. So message me and I will ask the guys because I can't really tell you off top of my head. I'm not, so I can probably do that code, but it will take me a month. I'm not pretending to be a good coder, so I will have to ask. I have XTN in, I have XTN, Chris. I have XTN in ERC20 form. Can I bridge them back to Waves? Through support. My friend, reach out to support. They will help you. Why? Actually, it's pretty simple. No, it's not related to XTN. It's related to Waves. The same goes for Waves. If you want to bring Waves from Ethereum back to Waves, you need to go through support because there is a new token, but we are waiting for KuCoin, I think, to do the swap for their users. Because there is ERC20 version of Waves on KuCoin as well, and they have to swap it, but they're being very, very slow, probably inundated with some like other tokens, because Waves is not important, of course. So we're waiting for this, and that's why you have to go through support. Support said no to me. This is strange, this is strange. There is like, there is a lot of issues in Waves with like missing liquidity, but it doesn't apply to XTN. XTN is okay. There shouldn't be any problem. Maybe you can send me some like transactions or something in DM and I will forward. Because people have had this problem and I forwarded everybody to support and I think it was resolved for them. Waves to the moon next bull run. Let's make our own like bull run. I don't think that bull run will actually happen in the near future. There's too much volatility in the world right now. And I explained once why it won't happen, because people are nervous, and bull runs happen when like retail is ready, and because this is the mechanism that creates bull runs, so people just like maybe like big funds create some like seed movement of the market, but people have to support. Basically, it's all very scammy, but this is how it works. But people now are not ready to support, because you need like all the masses really behind, those bull runs. So like everybody and his mother is buying Bitcoin. Like you're driving in a taxi and the taxi driver starts speaking to you about like Cardano. That's when you understand that there is something going on. I sent you a screenshot. Thanks, I'll take a look. Yes, so vesting in V1 will be resumed eventually. Yes, when XTN hits 10 cents, I think it's a good moment, because the amounts will approximately match, because it's like there's XTN and there is stock funds, and their amounts will be like comparable. It's not maybe a bit less, but comparable. So thinking that extent will go even more higher, we can start this vesting process. Okay. Love you, Sasha. Okay, I love you too. Like, not you personally, but all of you. Even the people who hate me. Thank you. Okay, give me more questions. Or the questions are like petering out. So what's new? Yeah. What's next week? I think Neutrino should come up with a DAO proposal, which will resolve the governance deadlock in the current DAO. It will move to Power Protocol, because currently NSBT stakers just don't want to vote for anything. It's called like voters' apathy, a very famous issue, or infamous. So to resolve this and provide some kind of like new profit opportunities as well, because there is some NSBT which was not issued. I think it's around 200K. And it will be moved to this DAO. And the goal of this DAO will be to grow the price of NSBT. It's very simple. If the price of NSBT goes up, we think that KPIs are met. And in this case, people who are in this DAO get some upside from the NSBT that was deposited. It's not their NSBT. This is the leftover NSBT from the protocol. And people who participate, how they participate? Basically, if you have G NSBT, you get some power, just like for free. But it's going to be locked, staked in the DAO. But it can be unlocked in 3 months. So even if you have serve, it means if you have serve and it is staked, it means that you have GNSBT, and it means that you will get some power, which you will be able to unlock if you don't want to participate in the future and sell. So this serve problem, and serve is a bad problem because it was a pretty, how to say, unfortunate. I won't bash myself too much. Let's call it unfortunate. It was a very unfortunate thing to do back in the day. So it has to be resolved. And this is I think it will resolve it. What else is going to happen next week? Let me check maybe some, because it's hard to come up with clear plan for the next week, because they have so many things. As for WX DAO, please wait a bit, please. So yeah, some news regarding Waves 1.5 is going to be on the StageNet at the end of the month, and on the testnet probably beginning October. This is not Waves 2.0. This is intermediary release, kind of transitional thing. Some smart contracts updates that are needed for 2.0 will be there. A new scheme to basically not do any calculations in the block will be released. So basically, light nodes or nodes with not so much hardware power will be able just to apply the state change without actually making any calculations, which will improve the robustness of the network, because most of the forks happen because of weak nodes. They just can't keep up with the rest of the network, and they just go on a fork, and then somebody picks up that fork and starts to build on top of it. That's why mostly forks happen, in Waves at least, and this problem will be resolved. Yeah, so I'm really waiting for this because this is very important. What else? Yes, I think Stake Booster IDO will finish on Monday, I think, yeah. You still have time to participate. I think it's a good project. And we're not trying to, to get any USDT from you. The only token that is used for investment there is WX itself, so. Yeah, so what else? Let me maybe some more questions in the chat. Yeah. I asked for XTM thing I explained. So this is a way to keep up with the current rate of burn. Otherwise, it will go down. And it's a technical thing. You need to have that difference from somewhere, because this process when you do this rinse and repeat thing, when you just when swaps burn XTN, waves goes from those smart contract back to the market and buys back XTN. It is losing money. So without any I just took without any I just took for this I just took money from Puzzle as a collateral, but in this case, as you know, I borrowed on Puzzle. In this case, the collateral will go down too much and the health will not be good. So this process will stop unless we find some technical XTM to add, because it's not going into the market, it remains out of the market because it gets burned immediately. So it's a very technical thing. And okay, you can fight about it, but it is what it is. A way to keep up with the pace of XTN burn that we have currently, which is close to 500K per day, which is not bad, because it's pretty good. If we are able to keep up with that pace, that will require some other mechanisms, as you understand. For example, swaps to L2NP when we are closer to L2 launch. If we are able to keep up with that pace, I think, in a year, all the free float will be burned. Okay, my Spanish duck friend, Sasha Scammer, sure there's a plan. Yeah, during that AMA, just doubled the number of people in Power Telegram. Awesome. Yeah, I didn't talk about Pete. I totally forgot. It's very important. For Pete's sake, how could I forget? Yeah, so basically, what happened with Pete? Pete staking is finally there. Yesterday, finally, I had to ask more developers to do that, and it's done. So you can stake your Pete. And the next goal for Pete is 0.1 egg again. There was some glitch on WX, and a person made a trade at 0.1 egg, and he will be a well-known member of the community. He will get the NFT soon. But then we will do the same thing again. So we will have to reach 0.1 egg price again. So there's going to be 2 NFTs, which will get 5% of all fees, of all trading fees forever. Yeah, so there's going to be 2 NFTs for 0.1 egg. Now, I hope it will happen next week. We have to push the price up. We have to pump Pete. For Pete's sake. First, it was 10. It is 10 of the fees that are not used for burning, because 50% of fees are burning Pete, and the rest 50% are divided between the stakers and NFT holders. So it's 10% of the rest 50. And it means that it is 5% in total. It's a funny discussion here. We have our moments. So this chat is not always fun, but sometimes it is. We have to make it more fun, guys. Can we elaborate on how the 500K from VCs is being used? It's not being used. It's not real money. This is a money that they will use to start a company in Turkey that promotes waves. It's not cash. I don't have it. But we will have a company in Turkey with them, which is better. And then we'll probably get some real cash, liras, Turkish liras. Very disappointing, Chris. You don't understand. You just don't understand. Okay, but I explained 4 times today, but you don't. Okay, no problem. How can I what can I do? I can't do anything more. So 4 times I explained. It's not a real extent is not going into the market, man. Light nodes in waves, yes, rather weak nodes. So if you have a very poor hardware like a VPS for $10, you're still able to participate in waves, which is good. So you need a $10 VPS to become a miner. Compare this to Ethereum, please. Just compare. It's okay, it's burned twice. Okay. Burning the ashes. So, will it go to Blockchain Live in October in Dubai? I think yes, if I'm here. So I kind of missed. I really couldn't go, guys. So I'm too busy, really. So I couldn't go to Singapore either. I kind of missed. Singapore didn't understand, didn't realize when it was. And the same happened with Korean Blockchain Week. But I remember about Dubai because it's going to happen in October. So I think I will go, and maybe somewhere else. I need to go to Asia somewhere, maybe to Korea again. Yeah. So we'll come up at StageNet. Well, I think maybe not sure about next week. I think at the end of the month we will have 1.5 on StageNet, and the beginning of October on testnet. And in October it will be released with some other updates. How can affect the new listing on Coin One? I don't understand Korean market, guys. I think they just want to gamble. Usually they pump, with the new listing, but I don't know. Some hot news over here. No, not this week, man. A lot of work. We're trying to keep up with XTN burn. Neutrino DAO is coming next week, and lots of things are happening somehow under the hood, coming up with new ideas, and probably something will come out of this sooner rather than later. Do you lose power when you voted? No, currently no. You just have to vote. It doesn't matter how you vote. Just vote. Just participate. It's some kind of UBI. UBI, Universal Basic Income. But people do a very scammy UBI, those elites, lizard people. They just want to give you money, just for nothing, kind of here, take it, man. And the question is how you spend it. It will go back to them, It's UBI that Mark Zuckerberg proposed is just a way to control you even more. What we propose is to engage people in something, make them engaged in making decisions. And only when you are doing something, you should be able to gain something from it. So if I get money for free, probably you should ask, why am I getting it? What's the idea behind it? And the idea won't be good. It won't be benevolent. It's going to be very malicious. So what we are trying to do, we are trying to get people engaged, and if they're engaged, if they participate, if they help, if they look at the projects, look at the ideas, if they think, in this case, they get this infamous universal basic income, aka UBI. Do you see SBT being worth more than WX? Yes, I explained it should be more by this example of curve and convex. Just check curve price and check convex price. I think convex is 10 times as much because it's more liquid, kind of like. Yeah, if something is free, you're the product. Absolutely. The same applies to UBI. And people are starting implementing UBI in real life. It's happening right now. And this is a very, it's a bad thing. Convex down from 50 to 2. Maybe, but just check it current. Check, because they have some kind of IDO. And those IDOs on Uniswap have this behavior. They start like that and then go down because you have not so much liquidity at the beginning, and the price goes up and then it just goes down. Curve was different. Take a look at it. It's very interesting. There is I think there is a lot of. It's an interesting story. I've been following Curve situation. It's interesting. I won't, because I have nothing to do with it. I know guys there. But it's kind of educational, I would guess. I would say, even by the price. If you look at the price, you'll understand what went down probably beyond the project, behind the project. What about Wastelands? I know the guys, but I'm not following, unfortunately. I'm trying not to follow some projects on purpose. Not particular projects, but so not to get involved. So they have to be independent. So I'm very interested, but I kind of choose to stay away somehow. Not to, because some people hate me, and they would say that this is I have some influence. I prefer even not to follow some projects, because I'm not sure if I do, it will be good for them. So okay, so it was pretty pessimistic, but okay, let's probably wrap this AMA up. Lots of interesting stuff next week, as I explained. You still have time to participate in Stake Booster. Exchange swaps and burns are being maintained at the current level. I think that's it. That's it for now. Lots of ideas, as I said, but too early to announce anything. Guys, thank you very much. Always a pleasure. This is a very, at least during the EMAs, it's a very lovely chat. So everybody's been so nice. Thank you very much. I love you all. Have a nice, calm week without much trouble. Power to the people, because we're having power campaign right on Waves. Waves 2.0 is coming soon. Don't sell your L2MP too cheap. Stay with us. I love you. We're gonna be fine, guys. Thank you all.